Hi, I'm coming to you from inside the Fujifilm XT5. Help! Do you see I have a little box around my eye? And what's great is it actually will track you even if your head is really small. So right now we are inside. I have auto ISO, so I'm also looking to see. I noticed that the transition and exposure are nice and delayed. Like, oh, that's overexposed, but then it's like, yeah, I'm gonna darken that a little bit. I do have the focus to go a little slower on purpose, just so that there's no crazy jumps. But I just noticed if I show you something like this plant, it takes a little while to focus, but it will focus. Look how nice those colors are, guys. Oh my gosh. But if my face is back here, let's try this, you're in the woods kind of thing going on there. It looks like it's exposing for the plant, but focusing for my eye. And there is a way to set the camera to expose for your face. I'm not worried about that right now. Right now, I just want to see how sticky it is. And on purpose, I apologize for the jumps in exposure, but we're running tests live here. We're not cutting anything, so you don't think there's any funny business going on. I'm not cutting that out either. We're going straight here, baby, so you can see what it does. Now, on purpose, I put a 16mm 1.4, which isn't the best autofocuser for video. Let's put it at 1.4. And I noticed that sometimes it does sort of move and jump a little bit. And I don't know if I want to be that close with high quality. But right now, the little square, if you notice, the little square is on my eye. And it jumps to whatever eye is the closest or whatever it thinks is in focus. Now, I have been seeing some comments and a couple of YouTube videos about how, sorry, I'm not cutting, so I have to talk slower. I usually cut when I'm like, yeah, time to breathe and swallow. Hold on. I don't want to cut anything because I don't like when people do autofocus tests and they cut, because you are sort of trying to see what the camera really does. I want to see what the camera really does, even in this terrible light, even as I move around. You want to see if there's any jumps. And I feel like sometimes some people cut out those parts or put a little B-roll on top. I myself have been guilty about putting B-roll on top of a camera that when I'm out of focus, but that's usually when the video has nothing to do with autofocus and it's my error, like I didn't set eye detection to be on. So, but right now we do have eye detection on. And I watched a wonderful video by the gentleman from Moment. Gosh, what's his name? I forgot his name right now, but he made a great video on how to get the best settings with your Fujifilm camera. Let me take a breath, hold on. Let's test this. I'm talking too fast. A little yoga, a little yoga. How's that exposure? Come on down a little bit. That's good. You know, one of the problems were exposure jumps, and now they're sort of slow, which is good. Let me actually get it off auto ISO so we can have a nice permanent exposure. But a nice gentleman from the a Moment, and I think it was his own channel, to set your autofocus for video into area. So by default, it's on multi. And in multi, I've tested multi before, and the camera kind of does hunt a little bit more. But right now, you notice there's a box in the center. If you stay in the center, even if you're off center, the camera will still stay on your eye. Let's see how far off. But I have found that, look at that. It's still sort of tracking my head. Which way are we? Let's see if does it recognize a face that's sideways? Yeah, vertical video. This could be a TikTok. But, yeah. So you get into problems when you get kind of close to the lens. So now I'm kind of close. I apologize for my face. It looks like it's doing a good job. Try to confuse it, pretend to be an animal for animal detection. Oh my God, stop scaring yourself. Okay, that's cool. Let's give it a little challenge here. Let's just be like, yeah, what's up, man? Let's try to speed up the autofocus because I got it on the cinematic. Yeah. Sensitivity to 5, that means if it loses focus like this, it will grab onto you a little quicker. So that might actually be better for video. In case the camera loses focus, you know, it's not like, All right, that looks good. This lens notoriously hunts if you're kind of close because it's so shallow. Oh God, sorry about that. Let's put on a ND filter, see if that affects anything. Okay, I got a little Freewell ND filter on there. Let's raise the ISO. This is also good for a, you know, higher ISO test, 800 ISO. This also changes your white balance, by the way. So I can't change white balance. Let's leave it like that. Looks kind of cinematic, you know? Got a little flavor. So here we go. On your mark. Oh, it lost my face. Oh, for a second, did you see that? Now it's just on my head. Oh, it lost me. So exposure has something to do with it too. If you need to, come on, you can see that egghead. Yes, you can. So let's raise the exposure for back there. See if that affects. Yeah, so if you underexpose or you're shooting in the dark, it won't see an eye. But right now, can I hide in the corner? Hello? Look at that, that's great. All right, coming in hot, baby. Ooh, too hot. I feel like I gotta change my white balance. Okay, this is auto white balance. I feel that Fujifilm has been getting a little red with its auto white balance. Let me know in the comments if that has happened to you. I feel like most of their auto white balances are a little too cool. And also, they kind of shift red a little bit. Let's take off the ND filter and see if that's true. Hi. Oh gosh. Let's go down to boom. Let's go down to, whoa. Let's do 2.0. Little 2.0 action there. This is auto white balance, and to me it looks red. Just slightly red. Yeah, what do you think, guys? That's auto white balance. I found, right now I'm shooting 24 frames a second. I find that anytime I'm using Fujifilm, I just want to shoot in 24 frames a second. To me, it looks so nice. It looks totally like film compared to the other cameras I just shoot at 30 frames a second for YouTube. But yeah, cinematic. Okay, I'm on purpose putting the worst autofocusers so that you can see. Because if it can do it with these lenses, it could do it with any of your lenses. This is the 56mm 1.2, which is notoriously a very slow focuser. You can hear it focusing a block away. And I didn't want to move my tripod, so right now I'm kind of like, But anyway, I'm pretty far back in the room, and right now I can see it tracking my eye. Now, some people have been reporting that they get autofocus confirmation for photography, but then the eyes are autofocus. That's something I'm going to need to test too. But yeah, this looks pretty cool from here. Let's do our rolling shutter test for our head. Yeah, pretty good. Way better than the Fujifilm XT5, if you remember that rolling shutter head test. That was, wow, really wobbly. But looks pretty cool. So this is, hello, tonight on the news. This is 56 1.2, which is about an 85 equivalent. And just gonna get a little closer. Hi, not too close though. Not too close. And again, we're shooting at 1.2. If you want more success, don't shoot at 1.2. Put it on, whoa, maybe 3.5. See, right there, you still have a blurry background. And if you need to shoot at this focal length, that looks pretty good. All right, new lens. All right, I hope that was helpful. I'll see you guys next time. Haha.